Any questions, please? गुलजार साहब, आज आपके साथ ज़्यादा ने संभाला हुआ ये ऑपरेशन उसका, ये दूसरा है कि और? अच्छा,
I have to make a request that friends, when they are coming, they stand in the rows with separate each other, and sometimes there is a gap between friends when they are standing for the prayer.
I think you mean during the
Prayers.
There are gaps between two people standing.
They are separately standing, and there is always in this side and this side there is space left. And I came in the row, and there were two, three people space there, and the people are standing in the last.
That has been happening ever since I remember these things. Because you know what happens is the ruku business does this trick, plays this trick. Whenever there is ruku, Imam is in ruku, the people who are coming, approaching just at that moment, they become so impatient they can't wait to go to the side lest they should miss the whole rakah. So that is the most difficult time, you know.
No.
Wherever they can find, they immediately go into ruku.
No,
In the old days, when we were in the school, we saw some school children going into ruku first and then walking towards the rakah. Even that happens.
No, because when you started and they are all coming, it was not that.
That's good, I understand, but it should be told repeatedly to everybody, this is correct, this is not correct. This is not the right way of doing it. Each line should be filled before you begin to fill the second row. Each row should be completed from side to side.
Mostly I have requested Saki Sahib when they announced that when the friends should stand, they should stand with the shoulder to shoulder.
And there are two things. Number one, each row should be completed. There shouldn't be any gaps on either side. Nor there should be gaps between those who are saying prayer. Shoulder should touch the shoulder of the next man standing in order. So this is very important because Hazrat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has said that if you stand apart with gap in between, then Allah will create gaps in your heart, between your hearts as well. That means that you will fall apart as a community, you will begin to hate each other and so on.
So
that is a symbol of unity, that's all.
The question I want to ask is Janaza prayer of Hazrat Muhammad was offered in congregation or not?
It was repeatedly, not once. In fact, during those days, the system of communication was very weak and primitive. And neither the information could be sent quickly, nor people having received information could arrive quickly. And between Makkah and Medina, there was 250 odd miles distance. So what happened was that each tribe or each village, when it received the news of Hazrat Rasulullah's Visal, they came together. And when they reached there, they said the Janaza prayer behind their leader, whoever it was. So the Janaza prayer of Hazrat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was said innumerable times. No count has been kept by the historians, but generally it is said that various parties said Janaza prayer at different times according to the time of their arrival. आज तो रशीद साहब भी नहीं हैं और वो भी नहीं हैं, रशीद साहब भी. Yes, please, it's your head. Thank you for the reminder.
of all, I can't call it a question, but still you say, I believe that human life has two aspects. One is a spiritual one and the other is a social. Human being is a social creature, social animal. When I belong to some community, and that community gives me to believe that it would guide me in every respect, social as well as spiritual. Now, what I say, that my community gives me much of a spiritual teaching, spiritual benefits, but very little on the social side. Unless and until my contribution towards any community, any club or any society trickles down to the masses, very few people would have the initiative to cling to that.
You have gone into too much generalizations. Unless you particularize what you have in mind,
Yes,
I won't understand your statement.
but social function.
No, tell me, illustrate this. How, what were your social expectations which were not fulfilled?
Yes, I have lived among Khojas, Ismailis in Africa. Their organization is such that each and everybody, young people, old people, women, girls, children, everybody is affected and gets benefit from that community in one way or the other. And that is social.
Tell me, what sort of benefits you have been expecting from the Amity community on the parallel lines which were not forthcoming?
Yes, sir. A rigid organization whereby, you see, in the social side, you see, we would have more connection, we would have more collaboration among ourselves on the social side.
For instance?
For instance, right, I come from the Sikh community, sir.
No, come to the Amity community.
No, what I
Not
mean,
about other community.
yes,
Tell me of this community, particularly give me a solid example
yes, sir.
of what is lacking and what should be and how it should be gone about.
If I'm to marry my daughter today, sir, what services or what cooperation I can get from my community?
You don't know that,
I do know, sir.
then
It is just one register kept by DASA, that's all. Nothing beyond that, sir.
what, you know, this assembly of all is offered to them,
At a charge, sir.
forced at start, no community in the world offers free services. In
See-
fact, they charge even for the nikah ceremony heavily. I know the system of Boras and the Arab armies, they have to pay heavily at every occasion of joy and happiness. In fact, when they are born children are born to them, they have to pay for having the name suggested. And for nikah ceremony, for registration, at every occasion they have to pay heavily through their noses according to their standard of income. In Ahmadiyya community, it is not at all like that. In fact, number one, it is impossible for the community with all the various burdens of the world to pay full attention to the social requirements. It is not possible. Because people have to work, earn their own living, and then give time to Khudamul Ahmadiyya, Ansarullah, and Lajna Maullah, and then frequenting the mosques, which is very seldom done by others, not as much as it is in our community. Then honorarily to offer their services like the London community has done, for instance. Scores of Ahmadis are working day and night for Dham as well as Ansar. When a community is so heavily burdened, and then is expected that each individual should become also a soldier, a preacher in the way of Allah. And he has to meet others and widen his contacts and have some time for preaching as well. Now, all this burden plus that social burden which you are thinking of, it's impossible. After all, they are human beings.